Welcome to PhD Proposal. We are software development company. In this video, we'll walk through the implementation of a MATLAB simulation in MATLAB, demonstrating how a denial of service (DoS) attack affects the network. We'll visualize node movements, server load, bandwidth usage, and packet loss rates. A MANA, or mobile ad hoc network, is a network where nodes are mobile and can communicate without a fixed infrastructure. The nodes move freely within a defined area, and each node can act as a router for others. A denial of service (DoS) attack floods the network with phony requests, preventing legitimate traffic from being processed, which can cause the server to overload. The first step is setting up the simulation parameters in MATLAB. We define the number of nodes, the simulation area size, the speed of node movement, the total simulation time, and the time when the DoS attack starts. We also assign specific roles to each node, including one hacker node, 6 slave nodes, and one target server. These nodes will move randomly within the defined area. To simulate the mobility of nodes, we use a random waypoint model. Each node is given a random destination, and it moves towards it at a defined speed. Once a node reaches its destination, it pauses and chooses a new random waypoint. At every time step in the simulation, we plot the nodes' positions to visualize their movement in the network. The hacker is marked in red, the target server in green, and the slave nodes in blue. Labels are added for clarity. At a specified time, we trigger the DoS attack. The hacker node begins sending phony requests to the slave nodes, which forward them to the target server. This simulates an overload on the server. We use dashed lines to represent communication between the hacker and the slave nodes, and between the slave nodes and the server. During the DoS attack, the server load is artificially increased, simulating the effect of these phony requests. This will affect network performance and is reflected in the simulation graphs. The first graph visualizes the movement of nodes over time. This shows how each node moves freely within the simulation area, following the random waypoint model. The second graph shows the server load before and after the DoS attack. Before the attack, the load fluctuates due to normal traffic. During the attack, the load spikes significantly as the server is flooded with requests. The third graph demonstrates the bandwidth usage over time. It shows how the bandwidth usage increases once the DoS attack starts, due to the overwhelming number of phony requests. Finally, the fourth graph shows the packet loss rate. During the DoS attack, packet loss increases as legitimate traffic is disrupted, resulting in lost packets. In this simulation, we demonstrated how a denial of service attack impacts a mobile ad hoc network. By visualizing node movement, server load, bandwidth usage, and packet loss, we can clearly see the effects of a DoS attack on network performance. This simulation can be extended by adding more advanced mobility models, varying traffic patterns, or incorporating security protocols to mitigate such attacks. Thank you for watching. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to contact for network simulations and cybersecurity concepts. Call +91 917 620 6235. Call or WhatsApp, email, phdproposal247@gmail.com.